I got a pair of swing squeaking like it's telling no tales. One broke lawnmower and about 6 sales. Running next door, hollering aliens are back. I said, girl, it's just Earl riding on his tractor track. Got duct tape dreams and coffee and fun. If it ain't fixed today, it'll still be there, hun. Guess let benches sitting right beside the sink. Lord have mercy, I don't even want to think. Everybody asking, baby, what's the plan? I say, if it ain't on fire, honey, hit a key. Oh, my sweet tea. Watch me do my thing. Little bit country, little bit bling. Bless your heart, don't starve for me. This is paradise, according to me. Hey, watch it crossing. Everybody sing. Oh, my sweet tea. Y'all ain't ready for Mabel. Church dress, work boots, lipstick, looking right. Hair piled up higher than a satellite. Jack's running circles, thinking he's the boss. Till a squirrel laughs and he forgets the cost. Coffee strong enough to wake the county line. My biscuits rise better than your 9 to 5. If the roof starts dripping, grab yourself a pan. That's what I call a water feature friend. Okay, now Rhonda got drama, I got casserole. She got conspiracy, I got dinner rolls. Bless your heart, that's southern code. Smile real pretty, then I hit the road. Hammer in my purse, lip gloss in my hand. Fix it with duct tape, that's the Mabel plan. No refunds, no complaints. If the possum wave, just wave back. Thanks. Hold my sweet tea, turn the music loud. We're the kind of folks that make grandma proud. Laugh a little louder, hey, dance a little free. Hey, everybody's family down in Tennessee. Ho, ho, my sweet tea. Come on, stomp your feet. Ho, my sweet tea. Welcome home, y'all. Now, somebody go see what Rhonda's doing. I'm smelling smoke again. Good morning. Hi, Stitchy. Hi, Sam Gloves. Your gloves friend is here. Sarah said to me, you have gloves. Sam Gloves, you were here yesterday, and I showed you my glove, and you didn't say anything. So that means you came in, you said hi, and you left without me getting to show you my glove. One glove. One. Just one, Sam. That's all I got. Like Michael Jackson, just one glove. Stitch said 9. 9. Guten Tagen. Guten. 9. Guten. Shoot. 9 is no in German, but there's some more. From Pink Floyd's The Wall. I think. I'm not sure. Hi, Snow the Squirrel. What's 9, Stitchy? Did you see the gloves? Sam, did you see the glove? I don't think Sam sticks around very long. What? There he is. He says, nice. Would you wear the one disposable glove on the hand just for me? I will, because I'm like that. I'm a girl who wants to please somebody. Do you like to watch it go on? Do you want me to snap it? There you go. 9 days until you leave. Oh, okay. Beth. Big Deborah. Sarah Mix says, OMG, that was funny. Good. That still continues. Sorry. That is definitely not the little Debbie you remember. Sam Glove says, nice latex glove. Do stay and watch the live stream because people wearing and keeping on the gloves on the hands just for me while you're live streaming. Well, I'm not going to do that. I got to get ready for work. Sorry, Sam. Plus, it's hot. You know, it's just never enough. But I'm glad I got to do that little bit for you, Sam. Hi, Grim.
Does anybody else here like gloves as well? I think it's just you, Sam. You're very unique like that. Is that Grim? Grim Linden? Hello. Hey, Sam, how did you really get into gloves? Have you always liked gloves since you were a kid? You like this one or the other one better? We're not sure. Kinsley, hello. What is this? Stitch says, I am weird. Kinsley says, no. No, you're not into gloves. Like I said, I think you're pretty darn unique there, Sam. Sam, if you ever found a girl who loved gloves like you do, would you marry her? Bye, Kinsley. Say happy birthday. What is that name? Gabe? Gabe? I'm trying to see if this is a trick, but I know a Gabe. But I can't read that last name, so sorry. Hi, Rosie. Good morning. Hi, Sarah. Good morning. Here we go. Here come my group. Hello, sweet Sarah. Oh, I was trying to figure out what that shiny thing is. Hi, superstar. 9 days till you go, Stitch. Are you excited? What about The View? What about it? The TV show? Is that a doll or a human? You decide. That's my girlfriend, Big Deborah. What do you got to say about her, huh? I dare you. I double dog dare you. Go ahead. No, I'm kidding. Don't. Just don't. Sam Gloves says, I'm still here and watching. Did you hear what I asked you, Sam? Sam, I asked you if you ever met a girl who, or another person who loved gloves as much as you do. Doesn't have to be a girl. Could be a guy. If you ever found somebody else who loved gloves as much as you do, would you marry them? Hi, Mina. Good morning. User says, can you show us your face? Sure, you can go to my page. I have channel. I have videos. Stitch says, I am excited and stressed all at the same time. Hi, Frenchie. Thank you for smashing the like button, Frenchie. You're the best. I hope you're doing well, Frenchie. Say, where's Jack? Right there on the floor. Jack woke me up 1:30 this morning. He didn't bark. He didn't scratch at the bed, but he'll come to my bed and walk into the kitchen and scratch the back door and wait. And then he walks back in here and sits at the end of my bed and just stares at me and then walks all the way back to the door again. He does it like 100 times till I wake up. He's so polite. Poor guy. He just had to go to the bathroom, but yep. User, are you married? Hi, Frenchie. He says, yes, I just haven't been staying up this late. I got you. Whenever I change or I stay up late for a while or whatever my circumstances is, you get used to seeing people and then things change and you don't see them anymore. Sam says, yes, gloves. I love gloves as well. So you would marry somebody who loved gloves as much as you. Oh, Stitch says, I want to see you, but I doubt it will happen. Same. And if it doesn't, that's fine. You know, because there's always time, Stitchy. And you know, it's probably weird for your mom. She's like, I don't want to go meet some rando that you met on the internet, Stitch. Are you crazy? She might kill us all. Yes. Frenchie yawns and user says calmer voice. Calming voice. People come here to go to sleep. Unless it's a rowdy morning, which doesn't happen often. Frenchie says, two best redheads on YouTube. Well, thanks for that, Frenchie. Are you going to eat now, sir? Hi. Bye. Thank you for that, Frenchie. Stitch thumbs up. Peace, Frenchie user. Hello, cat. Hello. Thought you said I don't wanna what? Jack is going for a midnight. So he was thinking about it, but now he thinks he's gonna get on the bed. Go ahead. You can get up there. Why are you asking permission? You never do that. What's wrong with you? Go ahead. There. Is that good? Now you can see yourself. Have you been with younger boys ever? Yes, when I was much younger. 22 was a boy. You seen some rando bee? What? Allison says, that boy looking very fit, Cat. You sure don't overfeed him. Does he regulate his food? He does. It was a struggle the first 3 years just to get Jack to eat. Bye, Frenchie. Wassa can't type, gives up. Gotcha. Well, thank you, Frenchie. I think so, but I don't expect everybody else to think so. So thank you. That's the way to a girl's heart, through her dog. User, I have a bunch of content. You'll have to look, my friend. Our newest content is Mabel, who I'm very fond of. Hey, Jack, just don't look. Yes, Hamilton. I have to put him up for a little bit because he gets a little too rambunctious. But yes, he loves everybody. He will play with anybody. Um, I do hypnosis sessions from home. And if somebody comes over, sometimes they like to have Jack out just so they can pet him while they're talking. So I definitely use him. Platinum player. Hey, friend. Dog life. That's right. Seems like a reward for a hard human life is just one good dog life. Platinum says nice spacesuit. Ghost says thanks. Frenchie says good night, my friend. Good night, Frenchie. Thank you for saying good morning this morning. I appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs up. Got us started right this morning. I'm all stuffy, man. Did you see my thumbnail, Wasa? We were talking about back to school and when back to school stuff comes on the shelf, and I said something about, well, as soon as back to school starts coming in, Halloween will come in. Well, I saw the Halloween before the back to school. Or maybe the back to school's already out and I missed that whole part. It probably is. I appreciate you checking in, Frenchie. Wisher says, wish to found you sooner. Good for sleeping. That's right. That does not offend me. Though it probably should, but it doesn't. It's probably better than the opposite. Sarah says, hey, Wasa. Wasa says, back to school. Is summer already over? We're talking about stores. When you start seeing that stuff I'm sure it's already at Walmart. I haven't been to Walmart in a while. Actually, last time I was at Walmart, they were preparing all the shelves for the back to school stuff. User, the dog this is his schedule as he sleeps right now. Oh my goodness. You've seen the back to school commercials? I don't watch commercials. Hello, little. How are you? How are you? So, yeah, when Sarah and Stitch and who did you come in with, Sarah? I can't quite remember. It was like, oh, there's my family. You have a lot of questions, user. The dress? What dress? This dress? That's Mabel's next dress. Little coon, he is snoozing. Wassa says, I'd throw something at the TV if I saw one of those already. Is Doggy aware of himself? He knows he's on TV. You tell me, Andrew. Andrew, he's sitting, I'll show you. He's sitting on the bed and he watches himself on the TV and he does not care for it. He'll watch any other dog and like it, but when he sees himself on TV, he does not like it. So you tell me, is he self-aware? I'm wondering. It's a big question I have. It's a very good question. What's Jack Favorite food above all, peanut butter. The white dress. That's not a white dress. That's a beekeeper's jacket. What's this? Something. Oh, something you throw at the TV would be something heavy and sharp edged, and there would be no more TV. Wassa says yes, he's self-aware. Andrew says, I guess he is. Yeah, I would never have thought to even think about it until I started watching Jack's reaction. $3.21 peanut butter, yum, I know. Other than that, he's just not real fond of food. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I lost my vet was I liked my vet so much because first off, she's a redhead, and second off, she raises Dobermans. And Dobermans and Irish setters have a similar body. And so when I would freak out about Jack being so skinny, she always tell me, relax, it's okay, he's doing good. Because she understood. She didn't just me. And now she's gone, and I don't know where she went, and I'm heartbroken, and Jack's never going to get shots again. Bummer. Little says, I kind of feel like he opened his eyes when you said peanut butter. Peanut butter? There you go. He knows what peanut butter is. Wasa says, did you really? How come? What'd you do, Wasa? User says, love from Iran, by the way. Well, love back to you from Tennessee. Home of Sweet Tea and Mabel. Here, I can't even do it. I can't even be serious. Hamilton says, did you study for it, Wasa? He is a Tennessee pup. Stitch says she's back. She posted a short. I will check it out today. Wasa says, I never need to study for tests. I am the test-taking master. Wow. Hamilton says TB is a pretty large topic. Lots of systemic manifestations. I did not know. Hey, why were you being tested, Wasa? I mean, if you brought it up, you don't mind talking about it. Rosie. Did you know Rosie's here? She got really quiet, though. Yeah, she came in with Sarah. Wassa says, nothing really. It was just recommended as part of picking up my prescriptions. Interesting. Wow. User says, I love older women. I hope it's not a bad thing. I'm 25 and like 40 or 50. There she is. Well, good for you there, user. I wish you luck with that. Rosie's, there she is, Wassa. You've just been very quiet. I was saying earlier that when you and Sarah came in the room, um, I felt like, oh, there's my family. We had a few people I don't know in here at first, except for Stitch. Oh, I see you're funny. 38. She is 38 and great. Thanks for that, Wassa. Hi, Paul. There we go. How are you, sweet Paul? Hey, Rosie, what are you doing? You're okay? I just wanted you to know Rosie's here because she's being very quiet this morning. I'm stuffy. I'm very stuffy this morning. Can you hear it? Oh, Rosie, what's going on, honey? Yeah, Wassa says, I was just checking for life signs, Rosie. She's having a rough time over there, it sounds like. Well, why don't you talk to us? If you can type, then that's a good place for you to be. Stitchy says, I'm going to head out. Got to meet up with my crazy aunt again tomorrow. Don't you love her? I had a crazy aunt for real. Yeah, but she was so much fun and she was beautiful. Oh my gosh. And all the boys loved her, but she was really crazy. Paul says hi to Wassa and Rosie. Hey, Rosie. Wassa says, panic attacks. I know those. They are rough. Paul says, hi, Stitch. Bye, Stitch. Wassa says, good night, Stitch. Stitch says, hi, Paul. Bye, Paul. I love you too, Stitchy. Sweet dreams, honey. Well, that's it, Wassa. She was hard-ard when she was young. Messed her up for the rest of her life. Really did, unfortunately. Some people can recover, and some people are so entirely broken they never recover. And that was my Aunt Lori. He says, all the really good looking chicks are crazy. We really do a number on them here. Sarah says, hi, Paul. Good morning. Stitch says, good night, Wassa. User says, you guys know each other IRL, I guess. Nope. Just from here. Rosie says, I don't know. I started shaking and then panic attacks started. Still shaking. Are you cold? I'm glad you're typing and talking to us. Wassa says, there you go. I might have guessed. Yeah. Paul says, hi, Sarah. About the aunt. Yeah. About the aunt. Hey, Rosie, did you see the thumbnail I put up for you this morning? No, your temperature's pretty high. You're sweating. Are you sick? Are you not feeling well? Or are you just warm from this little episode you're going through? Wassa says, and yet, despite how crazy they are, I wanted to date them all. Ah, Rosie says, no, I just got hot out of nowhere. Hot flashes, I know them well. I get they can be part of panic attacks and anxiety, for sure. I think if you, gosh, I feel like, Hamilton says, I like the lights you have in the window there. Must look pretty in the dark. Oh, yeah. Thanks. I stole it from my daughter. All the cool stuff I have is my daughter's. There, that's what it's really like in the dark. Rosie says, and yes, I just seen the thumbnail. I made it for you. I saw it at work yesterday and I said, I have got to take this picture. Just to prove I was right. I was right, I was right, I was right. Bossa says, I'm like friggin' Sam Mayday Malone over here. Oh, I love you, Rosie. Hamilton says, yo, Paul, what's new? He says, nothing new. How is your angel coming? Your angel is new. Paul's always got something new with his artwork. Yes, you're still going, right, Paul? Lassa says, what's the dealio, Paul? Da dealio? What's da dealio? I got it. I had you. Paul says, oh, that's true. Anything else? Do you work on several things at once? Daniel says, happy Saturday. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Daniel. Paul says, it's coming along. Jack, who's that cute puppy in the window? Huh? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. You reminded me it's Saturday. Paul says, yes, I do work on several things at a time. Nice. I am working, Hamilton. That's why I had the light on, so I could put myself together. Nice. Carl says, good morning, everyone from the sunshine. Yay, Carl's got sunshine. I'm happy for you, Carl. Must be rubbing it in because he knows we've had nothing but rain. Rain, rain, go away. Ooh. Wassa says, Carl. Hey, Carl. Since you have sunshine today, do you think you'll live stream it all? Hamilton says, Carl Meister, top of the morning, me boyo. Carl says, you're keeping the rain probably for a few months. You're probably right, Carl. Typical typical summer pattern. Wassa, that's exactly it. He says, isn't it weird that when it rains, allergies get worse? Yes, absolutely. I have noticed that and mentioned it to my doctor, and they gave me a reason, but I can't remember why now. You'd think it would clear if your allergies are pollen based. Yes, you would think it would tamper everything down and make everything easier. I just took my shot, and I kept saying it was my six months of taking my shot, so I'm expecting to feel better very soon. Paul says he's got 7 days of sunshine coming. Nice. How are you moving? Carl says a shot. Ring the police. I don't quite understand. Was there a shot there, Carl? I'm a little confused. Just a little. Lassa says yes. You'd think it would dampen things down, but raindrops hit with surprising force and kick all kind of stuff in the air. I don't know if that was the reason I got from the doctor, but that's just as good a reason to me. Paul says, and the chickens are back. You just can't stop them. I mean, gosh. You said they went to jail, Paul? Paul says, the neighbor let the chickens out and they ran over here. He looked over and pointed at me with a smile on his face. Oh no, Paul, you need to move. Geez, I don't know what you could do, Paul, without it all escalating. I hope it doesn't. Neighbors, escalation, problems with neighbors is never good because you can't get away and you should be safe in your home. Oh God, what does that mean? He's going to miss his wife? Paul, what the hell does that mean? Paul says, huh? Google claims water causes pollen grains to burst into microscopic particles, allowing allergens to penetrate deeper into your lungs. I suppose that's close to what I said. It sure is. Wow. Carl, Carl says the chicken is in Laura's oven. Excuse me. I do see myself getting a round of antibiotics and penicillin, not penicillin, antibiotics and steroids next week. Paul, I have no idea what that means. I don't know if I want to know. Carl, that was hilarious. Is she going to share at least? Oh, that tummy's a growling. It's a growling. Whoa. I'm still cracking up, yet slightly scared about what Paul said. So is it like lemon pepper chicken, barbecue chicken? Did she flavor it? What's the story, Carl? Is she bringing you some today? Melissa says, I don't want to be penetrated, not even by fine particles. Don't be so silly. You won't feel a thing. Arr. Paul's your secret alien neighbor. And his wife is neighbor's wife is going to disappear. He's calling the aliens. I don't even want to know. Don't ask too many questions. It's safer that way, huh, Jack? All right. Wants to know. I don't. Knowing Paul, no. What? But I don't know what he is saying. Except for maybe he's your favorite neighborhood Martian and it's going to make her laser beam disappear. Paul says, if you want to hurt a bully, you don't go after the bully. Boy, learning new things every day, aren't you? Yes, she is. Me. Yes. That makes a lot of sense, Paul. I say just round up his chickens and take them to the next town over and let them go in the town square. Oh, that's a great idea. Wassa says, Paul, are you an ET? You might be. You just never know who people are. Look at the plant. The plant behind Jack's head is making Jack look like he has little sprouts coming from his head. You're sprouting, Jack. Paul says the loudest person in the room is usually a really alfalfa dog, right? So cute. All right, he said enough. He said, I am no longer going to let you laugh at my expense. It was very cute, though. You know, it was like a chia. You could make it the new Chia Pet commercial. Is that what you were saying, Paul? The loudest person in the room is usually the most frightened. I don't know. I have an aversion to people who are extremely loud, and it's not anything against them, but it's. I think my mom yelled. I'm pretty sure my mom yelled a lot. Paul says the quiet ones you don't mess with, like Paul, the quiet one over there, the quiet artist. Um, what does Yogi say? We can only handle so much pain. No, the body's ability to handle pain is not without limits. Or our ability, whatever. Never mind, Cat. Paul's patience is not without limits, is what I'm trying to say. Chia, Cat, and Jack, that might sound. Well, it'll just be Chia Jack. That was very cute, though. We could do we could do a little Jack head, and we could do a Big Debbie head, and a ghost head. I wonder how much that would cost to have that kind of thing made up. That could be my merch. I just had to get with a clever artist who works with clay. Ink says, hey, pretty boy. Jack. Jack, say hello. Jack. Jack. Nope, he's done. He's done with us. He's with his girl. He says, leave me alone. But hello, Ink. Again, our Paul says 64 years of rage for bullies. Open the can and back the up. Just get the heck out of the way. Take notes. Well, Paul, I hope it doesn't go down like that. I think you should just round up his chickens. Like I said, take them to the next town. You spent your whole life wiping out many, many years of karma only to start a whole new one at the towards the end of your life. Oh no, Paul. Ooh. Lassa says, I've always had a serious aversion to bullies too. Very serious. Paul says, I will cool down. Lassa says, wait though, what did he do? Send his chickens across to attack you? No. But I think Paul has a very nice yard. Even if he doesn't, even if Paul had the worst yard in the world, chickens are extremely destructive. I can take you out in my yard and show you these big holes. They dig these frigging holes so they can take dirt baths. And chickens know no boundaries when they're let loose. So it can be quite destructive to a neighbor, and it's not fair. I get it. I don't know what he can do to stop the chickens, but I understand. Sometimes I seriously consider whether I'm letting them out anymore because they do some things that I love and have worked on for years destroyed. But let me tell you, oh my gosh, the best news ever. Okay, my whole adult life, I have wanted a hydrangea, a blue hydrangea. You know those blue ones? Not purple, not pink, not white, blue. And you know you're supposed to add lime to the dirt, get the acidity just right, all this garbage. I never did that. I just bought hydrangeas and hoped I'd get blue in, and I never did, and it was always disappointing. Until this year, I've got a blue hydrangea without even trying, and it makes me so freaking happy. Oh my God, so damn happy. Wassa says, I hate blue. Oh my gosh. Well, I love it. It's probably one of my favorite colors. And oh, it's just like, man, 40 something years of wanting it. And finally, without trying it, just popped up for me. I thought it was beautiful. And Wasi says, ah, yes, chickens are little T Rexes. If they're on his property, he should be able to eat them. I agree. Uh oh. Paul says, family, forgive me. You said you were going to cool down. I just think, Paul, you're so smart and you have plenty of time to think about this. You could find a way to work around the situation without you having to do much at all. Sarah says, I can't grow anything. It was an accident, totally. Sarah, my mom was a real plant person, and my oldest daughter have the gift. Me and my other daughter, we're okay with plants, but not spectacular. Which is why that hydrangea just means so damn much to me right now. I'm sorry, Paul. Do you think getting yourself all worked up and then the come down makes you feel bad? Makes your stomach icky? What's going on? Why are you moving? Huh. It's a tough situation to be in, Paul. Wassa says, I have a green thumb, something crazy. I grew the best wacky tobacco this side of the Mississippi before legalization. Why did you stop after legalization? Was it only fun when you did it because it wasn't allowed? Wassa says, I've got one blue dream plant outside this year, but it's the special pot I designed. Oh, back to designing. Yeah. Paula, do you ever work with clay? Yes, you have. I'm wondering if you could make your own chia pet form. Wassa says, I just happened to get sick right when decriminalization happened. If not, I'd have opened one of the first dispensaries and I'd be rich AF right now. Yeah, gosh, you know, I have opinions, but I should keep them to myself. Carl says, the other chicken is in Tina's oven. Well, let me know when she needs more chicken because Paul's got some for him. Wow, Wassa says we are all set up in the process. What happened with you getting sick? How did it start? What is it? I only get little bits and pieces from you, but what's the whole story, Wassa? Are you ready to share that? Do you want to share it? Who's no Wassa? Wassa says, yes, a chia pet shouldn't be difficult to make. Paul says, I think I heard some states may reverse it from legal to criminalizing again, or what? Well, it's always going to be a hot topic. It's always going to be something to get people going. And usually, generally, my experience is people who do are going to do it whether it's legal or not. you know, they might as well make it legal and make their money. If you sit outside of a dispensary and watch who goes in, all walks of life go in, from professional to the kid on the street. But Carl says we're all wrong. You're right, Carl. You are absolutely, you're always right, Carl. Hey, Carl, you know what I forgot to say, Carl? Carl, I'm sorry. Carl, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, Carl. Even if you cook all my chickens, I still love you. Again. Yes, wrong again. What's that Cedar song? Dun, 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 dun. Wrong again. I'm changing the words. Why try to stay sober when I'm wrong again? Oh, sorry. Uh, Carl says, I'm going to feed the chickens to the cows. I wonder if they would eat it. I thought they were purely vegetarians. Lawson says, well, far more importantly, no one has any right to claim sovereignty over another's body, and especially not attack and cage people over liberties. It's barbaric caging people for that, ruining their lives. Paul's like, Carl, ruining their lives, stealing their money, it's seriously criminal. Definitely a broken world. But who are you mad at, Wassa? I mean, ultimately, shouldn't we be mad at the people who elected the people? I'm just saying. We got to take responsibility at some point. Carl says, I'm putting Wassa in the field with the bulls. Well, I've been in the field with two bulls, and it's not pretty. Those bulls won't be paying any attention to Wassa. They'll be paying attention to each other. You're safe, Wassa. Wassa says, no, that isn't reality, Cat. Not even close. That's what you've been indoctrinated to think. Okay, well, fair enough. That's why I like A Course in Miracles so much, because I don't like getting wrapped up so much into the hell that is our world. I'm ready to escape it. I'm ready to stop focusing on all the shitty stuff and look for the truth of who I am. No, see, that's where you're wrong, Wassa. Why is the enforcers doing it? It's the lawmakers. And who put the lawmakers into office? I think there's a serious lack of responsibility taking here. Carl says you elected a tyrant and he reflects his country. Yes. You're right, Carl. Wassa is typing away furiously. I can feel it.
Anybody in the cup hold it. Some heat, but Deborah put a baby on the dashboard dance. Everybody think they got a chance, but I moonlight with cream smoke. Disappear right after the joke.
Carl says he won't come to my country. Oh my gosh. Carl, you better be careful. Next week we'll be hearing that he is visiting Ireland. Yeah, me neither, Wassa. It's so unimportant. I mean, I know it's important to you, but to me and my relationship with you, it's not important. And you totally missed where Carl said you're wrong. Yes. Hey, Wassa. Ultimately, I just want to tell you I love you. And I think you're an awesome friggin' person. And I thank you. Just thank you for being you. And I have done nothing to get ready for work. Wassa sending love to Carl and Cat. Well, thank you, Wassa. So what'd you eat, Wassa? Carl says more Pepsi down the drain today. Paul's giving you a tip, Carl, that Coke works better as a drain cleaner and battery acid cleaner. They don't ever tell you pour a Pepsi over a battery. They tell you pour a Coke over it. That's what you're putting in your body. That's all I'm saying. Thank you for the help, Paul. One thing I don't like about Suno is it gets stuck on your newer songs and never plays your older songs. Hi, Brendan. Brendan says, hello, all. Yo, Jack. I love you, monkey. Carl says, Wassa, you're actually wrong. Paul says, hi to Brendan. Hi, Bunny Cat. Bunny Cat, you're not. Oh my gosh. Alina. Do you know Alina? Alina has the little bunny cat. Wassa says, Coke is an excellent drain cleaner and it also brings hookworms out of pork if you marinate it. OMG. That's crazy. I'm just kidding. I know Pepsi's no better. I just like teasing Carl. But that's crazy that we drink that much of that stuff, right? And that's what it does to things, and we don't think twice about drinking it. What? What's wrong with us? Carl says, see, I told you. He says, JP Blockwassa. Sarah says, ew, right? That's quite something. The hookworms thing? Mm-hmm. That's a real visual. Wait a minute. Why is there hookworms in your food? Wait, ew. Are we eating that? Ross is laughing and says, hello, JP. So is JP John P's Adventures? Wassa says, JP loves me too much. I told them. No, JP is a girl. Bunny Cat says my name is Alana, but you're not Alina. That's weird. That is so weird. Well, hello, Alana. Wasa says no, two different people. Okay, I'm so confused. Ceramic says the chosen one. JP is the chosen one. Oh, Wasa says Paul. No, I prefer them raw. No. Oh, because Paul had asked if there was any hookworm recipes. Ugh. Ugh. Bunny Cat says, I like the 444. I love 444. It's a very nice number. It's very comforting to me. I used to run an animal sanctuary for the past 7 years. Really, you know what? I wanted to do that. I thought about doing something like that. But somebody discouraged me and I thought better of it. Well, good for you. Wow. Hats off to you, Bunny Cat. Humbasa says, hey, Alana. Hey, Ceramics. We need your services to make a Chia Jack. No, Wasa says hookworms are crunchy and tasty, like mealworms. Mealworms are like, I guess, totally dehydrated. I don't know. There's nothing to them, but the chickens love them. Crunchy, tasty, and Coke flavored. That's right, because Funny Cat sends huggies. Thank you. Stitch says, guess who's back again? It's Stitch. OMG. Oh, my heart. Thank you so freaking much. Wow. Thank you, Ceramics. Thank you, thank you. Wow. My first. You're my first. Let's see if I spelled all that right. Ceramics says it was destiny. Thank you again. Yes, that was a very, very sweet gesture. Boy, my day's just coming up better and better. Paula's getting in the bad book now? Uh-oh, why? Bunny Cat says, now I'm trying to get stray cats and kittens that I used to care for at my sanctuary housed and adopted. Please check out my page if you like kitties. I have two rescue pups too. Where are you located, Bunny Cat? Okay, I brought your channel up so I can look at it later. Grass Willow on pause says, cause I'll come back to life. Did I miss something? Bunny Cat says, I miss your puppy dog, or I love your puppy dog. Thank you. Ceramic says the dog looks flat. We do say he does a thing called pancaking, Ceramics. Golden Winged Spirit says Little Debbie. Nope, Big Deb. Paul says Jackie Boy is so cute. You're in California. That's a long way to go for me to get a pup or a kitten. But yes, I will definitely check out your channel and share you out. So are you closing down your rescue? Yes, sure, you're welcome, Bunny Cat. Bossa says, hey, Spirit Orb, any chance you saw Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot's recent orb footage? It's like 5 minutes long, close up, clear, and strange. Did I miss somebody, Spirit Orb? Or is Wassa just talking out to nobody in the middle of... Yes. There it is. Golden Wing Spirit Orb. Love one another. Make peace. Aw, thank you. Carl, why was Paul going in the... why is Paul being put on the list now? Paul says, please, no, Carl. Bunny Cat says, it closes it for all incoming animals, but I am back and forth taking care of stray cats around the property. You close it for all incoming animals, but you're still taking care of the stray cats around the property. Got you. Stitch says, Stitch is back, and she said, I subbed and commented. Thank you, Stitchy. Stitch is in the middle of the country, so she's a little bit closer. Wassa says, I guess Orb already left again. Nice guy, though. I don't know them. Apparently you do. Part of the Sasquatch community, I suppose, Wassa? Carl says, anyone who drinks Pepsi is on the list. All right, Carl. Well, I'm on the list for sure. Even if I don't drink, I'm still the Pepsi drug dealer. Pepsi dealer. Stitch says, Carl, I'm on the list. Paul, we know Paul doesn't drink any soda. Oh, you don't know them either? Just going by their greeting here. Oh, got you. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, I got them. I got you. Bunny Cat says, I just can't leave them behind, so I travel several hours. I am also working on taking them to a cat rescue nearby. I go live on my YouTube to get some of the kittens adopted. Thanks for love, beautiful souls. Well, thanks for letting us know. Yep, subscribed, and I have you up on my laptop. I go to work soon, but I will when I get home or when I'm on lunch. I did, Bunny Cat. He's not a rescue. Unfortunately, I'm part of the problem. Carl says Pepsi is closing down. You've told me that before, Carl. I don't believe that though. I mean, maybe if they still have to have a distribution point there. Bunny Cat says, have a wonderful day. You know what? I will. It's been a wonderful morning. I've had some reminders of some really beautiful things that I see every day, but maybe don't pay attention to. And then our good friend Ceramics just sent such a wonderful gift. Just made my day. William says, hi, I'm back. Welcome back. My dog's in bed with me sleeping. I'm getting up. It's 4:13 in the morning in Massachusetts. My dog's name is Woody Wiggles. Time to go work at my music studio. You bring your dog with you. Nice. What kind of music do you make? Carl says, I haven't had a good morning. I'm sorry, Carl. Wait a minute, Carl. You came in with the sunshine. You can't change your mind just like that. Jason says, hello, hello, Wisconsin. A lot of our grocery stores do not carry Little Debbie snacks anymore, our hostess cake snacks anymore. I talked to the management and they don't even give me a reason why. Interesting. Lois, our friend Lois is in Wisconsin too. If I see her again soon, and I remember, I'll ask her about that. That's interesting. I'm very sorry for your loss, Jason. Did they ever do that thing with food stamps where you can't buy soda or junk food? I kept hearing it was coming, but I never heard of it if it actually was something that took effect. Jackie, you're so cute with your little white Fu Manchu. You see him over there sucking like he's a baby. Carl says, I am waking A-Frame up. Where is A-Frame at? Is she in Wisconsin, Carl? I don't think so. I think you told me where she was, and I just don't remember. Oh, hi, Kai. Good morning. Hi, bye. I love you too, Kai. Thanks for the drive-by, Kai. Another sensitive subject. Uh-oh.
Well, bless your heart. Y'all found Possum Crossing. Check-ins at 3. Check-outs whenever the raccoons say so. I got a porch swing speaking like it's telling no tales. One broke lawnmower and about 6 sales. On the next door hollering aliens are back. I said, girl, that's just Earl riding on his tractor track. Got duct tape dreams and a coffee can fun. If it ain't fixed today, it'll still be there, hun. This left bench is sitting right beside the sink. Lord have mercy, I don't even wanna think. Everybody asking, babe, what's the plan? I say, if it ain't on fire, honey, it'll keep. Oh, I'm sweet tea, watch me do my thing. Little bit country, little bit blank. Bless your heart, don't start with me. This here's paradise, according to me. Hey, Possum Crossing.
I never thought about it that way in that particular instance, Wasa. Let me ask you this, Wasa. How can I have something against the pharmaceutical companies who will push drugs on people who don't need it and harm them under the guise of health and taking care of us? How could I have feelings about the food stamps, the government allowing you to buy poison with their money? Yes. I don't know why there's a difference, but there is. But I'm always changing my mind about things when I see things differently. Oh my gosh, what did I just turn? Thank you for the flower, Bunny Cat. So sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But what I said the other day about in reference to Jake, I didn't always feel that way. Up until very recently, I didn't feel that way. Who's not happy, Carl? But I also work in the grocery stores, Wasa. I think I see things from a different angle. It's okay. It doesn't matter. You just show me that I don't know. You showed me that I feel one way about one thing one way and another about the other. And I don't quite understand why, but it's no big deal. I'm nobody. Carl says you're all against me. Carl, I love you, Carl. Nobody's against you, my friend. Wasa says that's called cognitive dissonance. Okay. I must be trying to summon Marlin this morning. Wasa says, Carl, I'm for you. I'll drink Coke for you, Carl. Paul says, we are all going to leave this place. To go to paradise, we just have to deal with right now. I guess that's it. Sarah says lobbying plays a role. It does. Interesting. It's such an interesting that that's even a job. The government's messed up. I have total agreement about that. It's not working. It's very evident. But when Carl's president, everything's going to change. We're all going to drink Coke and live happily ever after, right, Carl? Who's even talking about him? You're the only one talking about him, Carl. Hi, Matt Torrance. Good morning. We can try. He already woke me up at 1:30 this morning, Matt, to go out. Jack, walkie. He looked, but he does not know what a walkie is. Walkies? Walkie? It sounds weird even saying walkie. We don't go on walkies. How are you, Matt? That's crazy. That is crazy, Vasa. I don't even want to go near that place. Paul says walkie-talkies. Walkie-talkies? Oh, you almost fell for it, huh? Carl says, first thing as president I would do is switch you to Celsius. Well, that's pretty harmless. You're going to have people who like to complain who will complain about it, but it's all right. I'm okay with that one. Okay, Carl, what next? Sarah says to Wasa, you should try C-SPAN Washington Journal. You can voice your opinion. Sarah says no. She's going to be the one to complain. No Celsius. Well, this is just Carl's world. What's full of walkie? Wait a minute. What's full of hookworms? What's full of hookworms now? Sarah says, I know. Carl says, have you as the same time difference? Oh, you'll have us on the same time as Europe? Just everybody should be on the same time so it doesn't get so confusing. Okay, that's the second one. Oh, the politicians are full of hookworms and we should feed them Coke. Well, there you go. The next order of business is to ban cars. Okay, before you ban the cars, Carl, you have to improve the transportation system. Then I'm all for banning cars. I'm okay if I can get a train and go just about anywhere that I can go with my car. Sure, why not? Your bicycle is safe, Paul. I'm sure of it. Carl says he's let the bears free to roam. I agree. Yes. Have you guys seen the bears on Katmai Island catching the salmon swimming upstream? Have you guys checked out that channel? I shared it. I posted it a few days ago. I tagged Yogi in it. It's the best thing ever. I like that one, Carl. What's next? Bunny Cat says, Puppy is making little shrimps with her paw. Yes, little shrimps. Funny. Sevi says, Sevi the Irish. Why would you say that about one of your own? Hello, Sevi. Well, wait a minute. Wassa says we can't ride bikes either in Warden Carl's jail. We're not in jail now. This is what Carl's running the U.S. And bears guard the walls. Well, I guess only you'll be in that jail, Wassa, because you are on the list. Sevi says, are you a drug dealer? Yes. If you call Pepsi a drug, which I do, yes, I am a drug dealer. Bunny Cat says shrimp paws. Goofy boy. I couldn't see his face. Sevi, he is an Irish setter. Carl says, copyright all music. Oh my goodness. Wassa says, Carl, thank you for making me laugh this morning. Sevi says, love drug dealers. Oh my goodness. Sarah says, am I on the list too, Carl? No bikes? Who said no bikes? I didn't see him say no bikes. Carl says pedal bikes as taxis. So you can have bikes, right, Carl? Good for you, Sevi. That's where it's at. Not letting things control you. Good for you. Pedal bike was from Carl. Oh, you asked if Sevi used to be a pedal bike. Never mind. I got you, clever Paul. Wassa says he is also. I'm not sure. I would like for you to expand on that, Sevi, because because it's almost an oxymoron. So tell me how that works. Or is it a joke? Sarah says, I guess I am not on the list. Well, good for you, Sarah. You're the one. Sarah is the one. Joke. Okay. Oh, Paul was joking around with you, Sevi, about you being a pedal bike. And he said, no disrespect. And he apologizes if you took that way. Paul is just very clever with his words. It takes me forever to catch on. Ceramic says, I don't know what I'm looking at. An upside down dog who resembles sometimes a seahorse, does he not? I don't know why when he's flipped upside down like that, he resembles a seahorse to me, but a dragon. How about a dragon and an egg? That is what you're looking at right there. Oh, I didn't know his legs were wide open like that, though. uh, Carl is continuing on with his list. Ban all children from social media unless they're over 21. I think I'm all right with that. Do you like that one, Ceramics? Sevi says, not at all, Paul. My days of hostility are over. Paul says, Cat, that scene is awesome. What scene is that? I don't know, Wasa. I have some really strong feelings about what you see on TV out on the streets. And thinking about even contributing to that saddens me. But like I said, it's a broken world from the bottom to the top. Wasa says, Jack chooses some funny positions. He does. Paul says, I am glad to hear that, Sevi. Sevi, artful is Paul. So when you hear me say Paul, that's who I mean, artful. And welcome, Sevi. It's nice to meet you. The seat's on the screen. Yeah, it's very interesting. Thanks, Paul. Wasa says it's not your business, Cat, and it wouldn't be that way if not for prohibition. Look at Portugal or many other examples. Trying to control people creates virtually all the truly serious problems and evils. But didn't Oregon go completely wildly open to everything and wasn't it disastrous or no? Ceramic says, I have a headache, Cat. I'm sorry. Ooh, we're talking about a lot of heavy stuff this morning. We can let it go. I'm ready to let it go. You're right. It's not my business. It doesn't make me feel good, so I don't like to focus on it. I'm going to shake it off. Paul says, super foggy this morning. It's going to be an eerie ride. I really am shaking it off. Can you tell? Shake it up. I need some Taylor Swift in my life. Wow, that felt really good, actually. We're just going to jiggle it all around a little more. You would laugh if you could see me. Yes, that felt really good. Ooh, my whole body is just like vibrating now. It's like, wake up. Carl says he's going to make Americans use the euro. Okay. Could care less. What's next? I mean, I'm okay with that one. It doesn't bother me. Sure. Paul says, what are euros made of? Yep, Carl, you're going to have to teach us all this stuff, you know. You're going to change it to us for us. You have to let us know. You're just going to have to, you're going to have to develop a whole new schooling system to teach us how to do all these new things to us, like transferring Fahrenheit to Celsius and euros, oh, changing US dollars to euros. This is going to be a very painful getting out of the mess we're in, Carl. But I have hope. I see you, Wasa. I saw what you said. Let's keep going. That'll work. Wasa, what if, just one more thing, since you got your one more thing in, I'm going to have one more thing. It's my live stream. I'll do what I want. What if all this stuff that gets you going is all a distraction? To say, stop looking out there, or say, maybe, why am I seeing this? Why is these the things that I am focused on? What's in me? Go back to in me. What's going on? Why am I projecting all these things? Why does it affect me the way it does? I think it's all a distraction to keep you from looking inside and seeing who you really are. Paul says, the coins are what I'm asking about. I know, I was just being funny. Well, I was trying. I might have been reaching, but yeah, I was trying to release some uncomfortable energy. Carl says metal, Paul. What kind of metal? But just the breakdown. Gold and silver. That's all it should be. Gold and silver. That's easy to understand. It's not, huh? Okay. Paul says probably made of the same as the US. Right, but there's a point where you've got to take responsibility for what you're seeing, which is why A Course in Miracles is so hard for some people. Easy home cooking. Good morning. Taking responsibility for what you see. I get it. Thank you for the like, easy home cooking. Good morning to you, sister. Carl says, I'd ban A Course in Miracles. Hi, Logan. Logan's Legos and Gaming. Hello, Logan. Oh my God, that dog is adorable. Thank you so much. Jack says thank you. Well, Carl, I'm out there, buddy. Wassa says, I would ban ACIM too, Carl. A lot of people can't take it. It's not for the weak, that's for sure. I'm so freaking impressed that I went through the whole workbook for a whole year. You know how hard it is for me to stick to something and not even really understanding for a year what the hell was going on. But now, a couple years later, seeing how it all works and seeing it in my life, and wow, it's kind of beautiful. Carl says metal and Cooper, or is that supposed to be copper? Logan's Legos and Gaming says, I have 3 dogs and all are beautiful. All doggies are beautiful. Easy Home Cooking says, nice dog. Thank you. Paul says, thank you, Carl. I love doggies too. They're the best. They're the best. Logan's Legos and Gaming says dogs are the best thing that ever existed since sliced bread, even before, I think. And I know it's killing you to do that. I appreciate you, Wasa. So he says, does he dream? He does dream, yes. Nothing. Carl says, you're wrong, Logan. Oh, well, you are an honored guest, Logan. Paul says, living. Hi, Flora. Good morning. Yes, Sevy, he does. Sometimes he whimpers, and sometimes it sounds like he's having a bad dream, but then sometimes he sounds like he's just barking at a squirrel. Do I know what Chernobyl was and is? Yes. Wasa says, hi, Flora. Thank you for the like, sweet Flora. How are you? Bright light, bright light. All dogs should be made to wear nappies. Is that diapers? Is that what nappies are? Because to me, nappies is what Jack is doing right now, taking a nappies. What's this is what are nappies? Paul says, Gizmo was so cute in Gremlins. You're right. He was so cute. Flora says, welcome, Cat&Jack. Logan says, okay, good, because everyone should know it is very important disaster that has changed nuclear safety and operation rules. I think people should be reminded. I think you're right. They should be reminded often. Okay, good. Logan says, and I know an absolute ton about it. Carl's continuing. TikTok will own YouTube. This is when Carl becomes president. I encourage people dreaming. So he's telling us all his new rules. Most of them I really don't mind. I don't care. It's no big deal. I could deal with it. He hasn't said, let's go pick on some smaller country and take all the resources. So, he's not a bad president so far, right, Carl? I think you're doing okay, except for the TikTok will own YouTube. I just don't think so. Google is a damn monster, man. In 2 years' time. I don't know, Carl. What do I know nothing. Maybe. I feel like you're making predictions now, Carl. Paul says, will there be free donuts? I went and looked for frosted strawberry frosted donut with sprinkles yesterday. I saw 2, and then the next time I looked, there was only 1, and I didn't get it. But I did think about the donut. Soul Chef Antonia, if you're out there. Hmm. I saved the other one. I didn't get either one. Logan says, I could explain in detail how Chernobyl reactor 4 exploded and the design flaws and also the mistakes they made while running the turbine rundown test. Wow. Paul's like, uh-huh. Yeah, right, Cat. No, I really did. I don't pay full price for donuts. There's too many discounted donuts out there. There's too many day-old donuts that need love. Carl says Logan is a kid. So what, Carl? Sounds like he knows a whole bunch. Flora says, guys, I have a premiere at 1 p.m. Kenya time. If you guys could come and check it out, you'd be very welcome. I don't know what time 1 p.m. is for us. Logan says, bro, what do you mean? What you mean, bro? It's just Carl. It's just Carl, Logan. Just go with it. Paul says lots of donuts need homes. Yes, they do. And I'm totally willing to help them out. It's a short-term commitment. I can do that. Carl says, JP, add Logan to the list. Congratulations, Logan. Congratulations. You are part of an exclusive and very precious and beautiful club. Add me to what list? The list of the cool kids, Logan. Logan, listen to me. Don't take Carl seriously, okay? Carl is being president for the day. He's just telling us all the things he would have. So just go with it. It's okay, I promise. Don't take it seriously. You're okay, I promise. I'm on the list. We're on the list together, Logan. Wasa's on the list. All the best people are on the list. Yes, Paul at Artful is on the list. Wasa says, Logan, that means he loves you. That is quite an honor you just received, I promise. It's even better if he tells you you're wrong. Carl said the blocked list. Logan's just can't let it go. Says, bro, how old do you think I am? And okay, yay. Paul says, I will watch Flora. Paul, what time is that for us? I will definitely watch it. Maybe not at the right time, but it depends. Logan says, I'm getting confused. Well, that's why I told you don't pay attention. Because unless you know, you would be confused. You just know Carl's being funny. That's why Wasa said, don't even go there. Don't even worry. Paul says, we're all confused. Carl says, goodbye. It's time for TikTok. Bye, Carl. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a good day, Carl. Logan says, all I know is I am very interested in Chernobyl and know a lot about it. What made you interested in that, Logan? Logan says, bye, Carl. Oh, what time is it? I'm still not ready for work. Grrr. All right, here it comes. Carl's gone. Carl is going live on TikTok if anybody has TikTok. Flora says, bye, Carl. Blessed weekend.
Carl walked in with a Mountain Dew grin. Hair slicked back like it just might win. One teen a laughing, one teen a mad. Both saying Carl ain't all that bad.
Copyright strike. That's right. $50,000. Logan heard about it, and one completely random day during winter break, I decided to randomly teach myself. Interesting. Boss is like, man, my sleepiness vanished. Cat got me all soapboxy. It's her fault. Now what am I going to do? You kind of wish it was never invented. The copyright strike? Was is going to get milk and a donut, and that is awesome. Oh, nuclear power, just the whole idea. Got you. Yes. I'm with you. Logan says, oh, well. I'm going to have to check on Daniel. Paul says, I know many don't agree with me. Oh, goodness. Logan says, okay, now I kind of got a beef with Artful now that he didn't say he didn't hope, he didn't say he wished you had never been invented. He doesn't like the idea of there being something out there that could hurt so many people, that could end the world as we know it. There's nothing wrong with that, Logan. Carl says, Cat's next live stream will be in the tent. You know what? I might surprise you, Carl. I might have a tent on my next live stream. I'm always wanting to please. That's me. People pleaser Cat. Logan says, I know. Okay, so no reason to be mad at poor Artful. Artful is a wonderful person, and he creates beautiful, beautiful art. Hi, Bridget. Good morning. How are you? Good to see you. What are we going to do? We're going to do some calming yogi music. How was bingo? Flora's on TikTok. Flora says, Carl, what is your name on TikTok? Because she's on TikTok also. Is that your name, Carl, on TikTok? Really? Girl, I still didn't win. Oh, man. Bummer. Did you have a good time? Did you find that you might be able to do afternoons? If you ever wanted to. Did you see her at bingo, Carl? All right. Everybody's saying hello to Bridget. Logan says, and one thing that scares me is that the world's biggest nuclear power plant is currently in danger from exactly Logan. Now you can understand why somebody would say, I wish it had never been invented, because it is scary. Bridget says, I'm going to stick with Tuesday nights when they're available. Gotcha. And she says, hi, all. It is scary, Paul. I agree. Bridget says, Carl does not watch my lives. Carl says, I did, Bridget. Carl sometimes really surprises me. Although he shouldn't. Bridget says to Carl, you didn't want to chat with me, Carl? Logan says the radiation can't reach that far. Still scares me for the loss of life. Just because it's not my life. And Paul says we do have them here too, and disasters waiting to happen. Logan says, yes, that's true. But I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with you learning about it. I think that's great that you have so much knowledge. And do you know what you want to do after school, Logan? I mean, you could be somebody who teaches safety, nuclear safety. Since it's already here, we need to be safe with it. Yes. What do you want to do for your job? Bridget says, I need to force myself to go live more and get my hours. I want to help my friend coworker who's struggling financially, and she's a single mom. Well, if you think you're going to do it on YouTube, Bridget, you're mistaken, honey. Logan says, it is good paying. Okay. Wasa says, wow, now that is positive thinking. Nuclear safety. Again, an oxymoron, right? Bridget says, but I can try. Yeah, you can, but I'm just saying you're not going to be helping her financially off of YouTube. I mean, you could, sure. Anything's possible. Absolutely. Oh, okay. Flora says it's 12 noon here in Kenya. So in 1 hour at 6 a.m., Flora has a premiere for 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Logan says, oh crap, I'm getting heartburn. Bridget says, well, and when I have extra cash left over from bingo. That's very sweet of you, Bridget. Very, very sweet of you. Yes, you're very welcome, Flora. I will definitely catch your premiere, not when it's premiering, but I will watch it today. Bridget says, I'm really good at saving money in my bank account. That's so sweet of you, Bridget. Carl says, I left a like, Bridget. Aww. That's funny. Is it Shirley Temple? No, it's Big Deborah. Well, thank you, Logan. All right, guys. Make sure you look for Flora in about an hour. And Yogi is going live within the next couple minutes, just a yogi. Sometimes he shows up as just a yogi doing burpees in his basement. Yep, that's it. I'm going to work, darn it. Thank you, Ceramics, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the wonderful gifts. Bunny Cat, thank you. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Aw, Wassa missed you. He didn't get the notification. All right, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a good day. Bye.